The weak love to talk about fairness, about kindness, about playing the game the right way. But let me ask you something. Who made the rules? Who decided what's right and what's wrong? It wasn't you. It was the ones at the top. The ones who already had everything. They built the game so that no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you struggle, you will never win. But the real joke, they convince you that losing is noble, that suffering is honorable, that if you endure long enough someday, someone will come along and reward you. Lies. No one is coming to save you. No one cares about your struggle. They will watch you break, watch you fall, and when you are no longer useful, they will step over your corpse without a second thought. So why are you still waiting? Why are you still playing by their rules? Do you think if you just work harder, just be better, they will finally let you in? They won't. They never will. Because they don't fear good people. They fear powerful people. You see, power doesn't corrupt. Power reveals. Give a man power, and you will see his true face. The kindest man will become a tyrant. The meek will become cruel. And the righteous, they will become the very monsters they claim to fight against. But you are different. Because you have already seen the truth. You have already stepped into the darkness and realized that it is not your enemy. No, the darkness is your friend. It is the only thing that never lied to you, never betrayed you, never pretended to be something it's not. The dark doesn't judge you. It doesn't demand that you be something you're not. It simply is. And once you embrace it, once you own it, you will never be a prisoner again. Because the world only respects one thing: strength, not patience. Strength. So stop apologizing. Stop hesitating. Stop waiting for permission to exist. Take what's yours. Rip it from the hands of those who swore you would never have it. They will call you selfish. They will call you ruthless. Let them. Because the only people who demand that you stay weak are the ones who benefit from your weakness. They want you to be controlled. They want you to be predictable. Because predictable people don't rise. Predictable people don't change the world. But tell me, when has the world ever been changed by those who obeyed? By those who waited? By those who did as they were told? Never. History belongs to those who take, those who refuse to kneel, those who rewrite the rules. And you were never meant to follow. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to break them. So break them. Take what's yours. Become the nightmare they whispered about. Because the only real sin in this world is being powerless. Invincibility is a lie. Power is a lie. Every empire, no matter how vast, falls eventually. History is littered with the ruins of men who thought they were gods. And these men, these so-called leaders, are no different. They think their technology, their influence, their money will save them. But none of that matters when the ground beneath their feet is splitting open, when the foundations they built their kingdoms on are nothing but sand. Oh, they'll fight to the bitter end, clawing at their thrones, dragging down anyone who dares to challenge them. But the more they fight, the more they reveal their weakness, their desperation. And that's when the cracks become chasms, when the whole facade comes crashing down. It's not a question of if, it's when. And when it happens, I'll be there to watch. Not to gloat, not to revel in their defeat, but to remind them that they're not untouchable, that even the mightiest fall. They'll ask why I did it, as if they don't already know. They'll search for motives, for reasons, for something they can pin their blame on. But the why doesn't matter. What matters is that it's done. What matters is that the cycle has been broken, if only for a moment, if only to remind them of what they've lost. And maybe, just maybe, they'll think twice before rebuilding their thrones on the backs of the broken. But I'm not holding my breath. humanity has a way of forgetting its lessons, of repeating its mistakes with astonishing precision. It's almost admirable in a twisted way. Their ability to blind themselves to the consequences of their actions, but that blindness is their undoing. They can't see the storm until it's already tearing them apart. And by then, it's too late. They'll call it tragedy, disaster, anything but the result of their own choices. But deep down, they'll know. They'll always know. And when it's all over, when the dust has settled and the world is quiet again, I'll disappear. I'll fade back into the shadows, into the nothingness they tried so hard to banish me to. I don't need their gratitude, their pity, their understanding. I am not their hero, and I never wanted to be. I am their reckoning, their mirror, their reminder that they are not as untouchable as they believe, and that is enough. Oh, you want me to talk like him? All right, let's peel back the veneer of sanity and dance in the madness for a while. You see, life isn't about the rules they shove down your throat. It's about the chaos they try so hard to hide. You think you're playing by the rules, but the rules are a joke, sweetheart. They're a smokescreen to keep you in line, to keep you docile, to keep you from realizing that you're just one bad day away from being me. You want motivation. Fine, let me paint you a picture. Imagine a world where everyone's wearing masks, pretending to be good, pretending to care, pretending to be sane. But deep down, they're all just animals, clawing at each other for scraps. And you're no different. You're just better at hiding it. But why hide? Why not let it all out? Why not show them the monster they've created? You think you're the hero of your story. Newsflash, there are no heroes. There are no villains. There's only power and those too weak to take it. You want to win? Then stop playing their game. Burn it all down. Laugh while you do it. Because in the end, it's not about right or wrong. It's about who's left standing. And trust me, darling, when the dust settles, it's going to be you. Not because you're good, not because you're evil, but because you're willing to do what they won't. You're willing to embrace the madness. So go ahead. Take the leap. And when you're falling, don't scream. Smile. Because that's when you'll realize that the joke's on them. And you're the punchline. So tell me, why cling to the light when it's never done you any favors? Why keep playing a game you know is rigged against you? Step into the shadows. Let go of the lies, the illusions, the fake morality they've shoved down your throat. The world doesn't care if you're good or bad. It only cares if you're strong. And strength isn't pretty. It's not clean or noble. It's messy, violent, ruthless. But it's real. It's the only thing that's real. The only thing that matters. They'll call you a monster for it. They'll whisper your name in fear, paint you as the villain in their little stories. Let them. Villains are the ones who shape the world, who change it, who make it theirs. Heroes just clean up the mess and pretend they've won. But winning is for the fearless, for the ones who don't care about approval, about redemption, about playing nice. Winning is for the ones who do what needs to be done, who take what they want, who laugh in the face of a world that told them they'd never amount to anything. So stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop hoping for a happy ending. There's no rescue, no redemption, no justice. There's just you and the choices you make. The only question is, how far are you willing to go? How much are you willing to lose to finally win? The light, it's not your friend, it's a trap, a prison. The darkness, though, it's freedom, it's power, it's truth. And once you embrace it, you'll see the world for what it really is, not good, not evil, just chaos. Beautiful, endless chaos. And in that chaos, you'll find yourself. The real you, the one who doesn't care about the rules, who doesn't need permission to exist. So laugh, scream, break the chains. Let the world see you for what you are. Not a hero, not a villain, but something far more dangerous. Someone who understands that the only way to win is to stop pretending the game was ever fair. The world isn't yours to fix. It's yours to take. That's the secret. You see, the one they don't want you to know. The light is weak, the darkness is strong. And you're stronger than you think. If only you'd stop fighting it. If only you'd let it in. Then, and only then, will you understand. The joke's always been on them. Now it's your turn to laugh. I didn't choose this path. It was forced on me. Oh, I tried to walk away, to leave it all behind, but some scars don't heal. Some memories don't fade. And some battles can't be avoided. They think they're safe behind their walls, behind their wealth and their power. But walls crumble. Power fades. And I'm coming for them. They'll try to stop me. They'll throw everything they have at me. But it won't matter. They can't hurt me anymore. Not after everything I've lost. Not after everything I've become. Do you know what it feels like to have nothing left to lose? It's liberating. It's terrifying. And it makes you unstoppable. They'll say I'm going too far, that I've crossed some invisible line between justice and vengeance. But they're hypocrites. They don't care about lines until it's their blood on the ground. They didn't care about justice when they tore my life apart. They didn't care about fairness when they took everything from me. So why should I care now? Why should I hold back? Mercy is for the weak, and I am not weak, not anymore. They'll beg for forgiveness, but forgiveness is a luxury I can't afford. Not after what they've done. Not after what they've made me into. Oh, I'll finish this. I'll burn their empires to the ground and scatter the ashes. I'll show them what true power looks like. Not the kind they hoard, but the kind that rises from the ashes of their lies. They'll remember me, not as a hero, not as a villain, but as the storm that tore through their world and left nothing standing. And when it's over, when the last echo of their screams fades into silence, I'll finally find peace. Not forgiveness, not redemption, just peace. Because that's all that's left for someone like me. The world will never hand you anything. It will dangle false promises in front of you, smile as it leads you into the trap, and then laugh when you fall. It doesn't reward the noble, the kind, or the pure-hearted. No, it rewards the cunning, the relentless, the ones who see the game for what it is and refuse to play by its rules. You think there's fairness in this world? That if you just wait, if you're just patient enough, good enough, virtuous enough, things will somehow go your way. That's the sweetest lie they've ever sold you. Fairness is the dream of the weak. Justice is a story told by those who need to believe in it to sleep at night. The truth is, there's no cosmic balance, no higher power keeping score, no invisible hand tipping the scales in your favor. If you want something, you take it. If you want power, you seize it. And if you want respect, you demand it. Anything less is submission disguised as hope. And oh, how they love to keep you hopeful. Hope is their weapon, their leash, their way of making you compliant. They don't need chains when they've got promises. Tomorrow will be better, they say. Just hold on a little longer. Lies. Tomorrow isn't promised. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. The only thing that's real, that's tangible, that's within your grasp is now. And now is where you take control. Control, that's the key, isn't it? That's what it all comes down to. Who has it? Who doesn't? And what you're willing to do to get it. The ones in power know this. They know that control isn't given. It's taken. It's ripped from the hands of those too weak, too scared, too polite to hold on to it.